heartbeat of this show is actually its setting, which is here and now. So we have these characters, and they are wrestling with their relationships, but they're doing so through also wrestling with the circumstances of performance and live theater. And I think that's really in the DNA of this. I feel like there are a few kind of what I'd call sparks of the show. I think we have a lot of coming out stories in our culture, and the one that is a woman in her 50s coming out is, I just think it's actually a very prevalent story and not one that is told. I also think just making a show about the mess of divorce feels really, I don't know, I think there's a place for that. I think that also is statistically like very common, and not so much that treats that on stage. I lived a version of this story personally, and that definitely informed what the piece is. I'll also say that it's been many years creating it. It's been in the hand of many collaborators, and necessarily creating a 90-minute musical certainly means creating a fictional account. And also along the way, there are so many people who've actually lived versions of this story, which I've been privy to. And so that too has really informed what the piece has become. We've done many workshops over the last few years showing, early versions, work in progress versions. And after each one or at times several people have either told me on the spot or written to me afterwards that they lived their version of this story. And it's actually can often be a really hidden story, a super private story that people live with. And so that has, I think that hit me. Like it's not, people don't talk about it a lot. And the fact that this piece maybe invited people to say, hey, that's me, meant a lot, means a lot. I'd love if audiences leave and really want to talk about the show, want to talk about it in terms of what the story is, want to talk about it in terms of formally what it's doing, and hopefully not really being able to separate those things, because we think a lot about the how of our storytelling, and that feels very integrated in this project. I hope they find connection with it. I think what it's about, everybody, I think, has some relationship to what family means to them, some relationship to like how they perceive a home and a house. And so I hope there's a lot of points of entry that people can feel connected to and somewhat provoked to have conversations about.